I'll just start by saying, have you ever played a role as fun as Mr. Chow?
It's my favorite role I've ever played. I think it's the greatest character I've ever played, and you can say and do anything as that character. It's just so much fun. I love every second of it. Yeah. To have the most iconic role of your career also be your favorite role is a great thing.
Because, I mean, although he is sort of absolutely insane, he is got a vulnerability to him as well, hasn't he?
Absolutely. In the third movie, like in the karaoke scene, you see him vulnerable singing, like in terms of like being shy in front of a crowd. You get to see a little bit more how lonely Chow is, which I really liked a lot. You get to see a little bit more layers of it, which was great.
Because, I mean, he has got a few, let's just say, issues. Yeah. Were you did you take them into account even when you were kind of shooting the most outrageous sort of funny scenes?
Yeah, I mean, I remember tracking that, like a little bit of desperation and kind of like the pathos of Chow. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's heightened in this one.
So what was your favourite scene that you shot? Because there's quite a few memorable ones with him.
I think, actually, of all three movies, I really love the scene where Zach Galifianakis' character falls out of a car, and then Chow, while he's about to threaten the Wolfpack's lives, takes the time to laugh. Ha ha! Fat guy fall down, so funny. So that makes me laugh because it definitely is commenting on a comedy, and there's so many layers of that. And I did a whole run where, in the outtakes, where I'm explaining to my bodyguards, in comedy, he fell down before last night when we punched the fat guy. He does it again, he fall down. In comedy, it's called callback. I remember, I would just analyze what comedy is with Chow. It made me laugh. But I think in the third one, there are just so many amazing scenes. That parachute scene is pretty. It's pretty breathtaking. Yeah.
And there is a nude scene as well. But am I right thinking that you requested that scene yourself?
In the first one, I did.
Yeah.
That was my idea, because in the first one, Chow comes out with clothes on, jumping out of a trunk, and I was like, I come in the movie at the midpoint, and it really, I felt like this is a kind of movie where you could really, just for the sake of the story, also make a great impact. And I don't know, it was one of those bold choices that I made, and I brought up to Todd, and Todd really embraced it, and little did I know I would have really probably the most iconic moment I've ever had, and it just gave me a career.
So, I mean, how much do you thank the kind of Hangover franchise for really giving your career that boost?
Oh, everything. I mean, every bit of success I've had, every job I've had in the last 4 years is because of the Hangover. It's just no doubt about it, and that's the bottom line. They really, it just opened up so many doors for me I can't even explain. I'm just so grateful for that.
So when you first made the first Hangover, did you have any idea just how much this would take off?
No, I knew it would be. I remember saying to my wife, I think I'm part of the funniest film that I've ever seen, period. I hope people see it, and boy, did they.
And we've seen you, just in this interview, slip into Chow a couple of times. I was wondering how easily you can just become Chow, and whether you sort of sometimes slip into the character at home or outside of on set.
Yeah, it is kind of, now I think by the third movie it's definitely easy to slip into. At home, I'm married, I have 2 twin girls at home, we have twin daughters at home who are 5 years old, so not a lot of opportunity to be Chow, and so unfortunately I have to be Ken.
Yeah. And I read that you called Todd Phillips the best director you've worked with. I was wondering what it is about him that's so special.
His tone, his understanding of tone in comedy, and particularly the specificity of his comedies. He's not looking for a laugh. He's looking for a right type of laugh that serves that story. And he's a genius. I mean, he's so good at just getting, in this movie, he really has finessed out a performance in me that I didn't know I was capable of. And even in part 3, it's the best thing I've ever done, and he has made me a better actor.
So just finally, you must be really quite sort of sad it's all coming to an end, I suppose.
Yeah, it's my favorite people I've ever worked with, my favorite director, my favorite cast. So it's very sweet, and yeah, I'm very sad to see it go. And at the same time, I remind myself, geez, you got to be so grateful that you worked with your favorite crew, not only on 1 movie but 3. That's an embarrassment of riches. It's a privilege and an honor just to work with a cast like this just for 1 movie, but I got to do it 3 times. That's a lifetime there. It really is.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for your time today. It's much appreciated.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Take care. Bye.